Hi, I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by. I want to talk to you about bottle walls. I've built a few of them now, and I've used several different techniques, and so I want to share with you in this video 3 or 4 different techniques that I've used that have worked really well for me, and maybe talk briefly about what I like and don't like about them. Let's start where I am right now. Hey, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, by the way, and subscribe if you haven't already. This I call the Dragon Room. It is a not quite finished porch addition to the back of my house there. I'm pointing up there because it's one of the areas that's not finished. It needs a gutter, and I still am going to put a finish layer on this. So this is papercrete. It's paper and lime and a little bit of sand and Portland cement. And I have some other videos about that, but I'm using that as an insulative and adhesive kind of layer. It's fairly strong, stronger than you would think. People are often surprised when they come touch it. But then I will be finishing that off. You can kind of see it's pretty rough. The thing I like about, so this, let's call just the whole bottle technique. I just clean the bottles and stick them right in there. I've done them with this kind of design here, and I've done them straight up and down like this. I've done quite a bit of experimenting with this just whole bottle method, and the thing I like the most about it is that you don't have to cut the glass. It's just the whole bottles, and there's a lot to be said for that because cutting glass can be hard on the lungs. The thing I don't like about it is it's kind of funky looking. It kind of keeps, not kind of, it definitely makes it now I could cover these up more, and I'm going to cover them up a little bit more, but I could make them a little less funky in various ways. Nonetheless, they tend to keep the characteristic of that they're a bottle, so that comes with certain, aspects of appearance. Let's talk about over here, another method I use. This is kind of a poor example, but nonetheless, it's a close one to me. Let's call this decorative, thin decorative. I'm not sure what to call it. Here is it's the most common method I used, which is 2 bottle ends together. However, this is a real thin decorative method, and I'll show you over there a more, well, actually even right over here I have a thicker method, but right up here is my Foo Dog Mega-Sculpture, and up on top there I did a lot of, you can see, I call them curly cues on the hair. They're pretty light, they're decorative, and so I used 2 bottoms put together but thin cut for decoration. You could use a single bottle. Putting them together allowed me to have them look a little bit nicer, and then also I used that edge where they were connected to connect them to my rebar when I built up there. I want to just show you around here is another example of 2 ends put together but with a thicker bottle wall. I'm getting lost over here in my own yard looking for a good place to show you. Here is the Head Hutt. This is where I used the most of this thicker bottle wall. I sort of took the idea from cordwood building and used, it's nice and cool in here when I keep it closed up, which I should do. Anyhow, I used these 2 bottle ends cut on a jig. So each of these dots you see is 2 bottles, and I made basically like logs out of them and built like a cordwood style, but with some decoration and design, as you can see. So there you have it, 3 basic ways that you could use bottles. You could also just enclose them, and not leave them showing if you wanted to just use them for structure. This was the first time right here, the mouth, the opening of the Head Hutt is where I first tried this whole bottle method. And you can see I played a little bit with it. That one in particular has a little, like 2 ends showing. There's really no end. Your imagination is the only limitation, right? Let me know if you have any questions, if that was helpful. I wrote a book about this structure you see back here, which is a little bit funky and messy, but it's called the Head Hutt, and I built it myself. It was, I call it a classroom, and I built it about the same time, like 2008 to 2015. as I was building this foo dog. And then just this year, I built this it's still not finished, but this dragon room, and I have a couple other projects going. So happy to answer questions. Check out my other videos if you're interested in papercrete and some of that other stuff. And let me know what you know. I'll talk to you soon. Stay free.